starting off the bat, thank you to everybody who was wishing me good birthday wishes. I posted a quick short this Monday. We were doing a quick photo on my birthday, January 1st, and thank you to everyone who commented. Plus, we activated that park. I got about 152 contacts. Great activation. We all know the format by now. I am going to answer y'all's questions while I fill out some more QSO cards. Y'all need to send me some more QSO cards. I'm getting running low. So if I make a contact you while I'm out doing a POTA, please send me a QSO card. Unlike Mike, who also does a great question stream, I like QSO cards, and I will return it. So let's go ahead and open up the first one. I have a sword still. Oh, cool, cool. We got another note. A return self-addressed envelope. A self-addressed envelope. I really do appreciate that. I will be using it here today. And we got a note. I worked you on one of your POTA activations. I put a contact in the logbook of the world. I'm not there yet. I'm sorry. Saw you signing QSO cards on the video. Decided to put a QSO card out there. I appreciate it. I already have a QSO card confirmed with Mike, K-A-M-R-D, on logbook of the world. Oops. Yeah. I need to be doing that. Thank you for your help, Craig. I appreciate that so much. I love the handwritten notes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, this was back in November. I flipped the stack. And this was a recent one. Cool, cool, cool. So I'm returning this in a timely manner. I'm sorry. First question here is from Stanwick on my Christmas Day activation. That was a live stream. Go ahead and watch that. It was one of my better ones. I finally got the audio almost right. So I'm almost there. These live activation streams, I'm going to do them on special occasions and to be for fun. They're not a regular thing. So when they happen, swing by and say hello, like Mr. Stanwick here. Merry Christmas, Frank. I heard you about a 5.6 in Pennsylvania on a SDRs. Awesome. I love it. I love it. What antenna were you using for the POTA activation? This particular POTA activation, I was using the Coffee and Hand Radio random wire antenna. I'll go ahead and throw a link in the description below. It's a great antenna. It works perfectly as long as you have a tuner that's able to do 3-to-1. So since it's a random wire, it's able to tune up the majority of our hand bands, but it's not a perfect 1-to-1 match and you need to bring it down. And it's a 3-to-1. It's almost guaranteed to be a 3-to-1 on all the bands. So that's why it's a good antenna, and it's not 40 feet long like some of the other antennas I have. Thank you much for the question. I really do appreciate it. And let's go on to the next QSO card. Here we go. Here's the older one. This is from, at least from the stamp, in 2022. Ooh. Oh, this was when I was in the Grand Canyon. What? It says, a precise hit on tank in northern Arizona. This is when I was activating the Grand Canyon. All the way from Maine. What? That is an awesome QSO. He put some information about his rig. He was running a Kenwood TS440 at 100 watts with a 17-foot Carmelian whip antenna. That is awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Look at the card he gave us. I wanted to print up some nice QSO cards for the Grand Canyon activations that we did on that trip. We had an amazing time. More links to videos below. And fortunately, it costs a lot of money, and you have to run like hundreds of cards for QSO cards. And I really didn't want hundreds of them. I just needed like 50 or maybe 20. So I never did print those. So you're going to get a normal Tank Radio QSO card, and I appreciate it so much. Our next question is from Here Prepper. What a waste of time and money. Forget about grounding and bonding nonsense. Just unplug everything when it's not in use. Well, it's more of a comment. And I wanted to comment on this because, yeah, you are kind of correct. Just unplug everything, but that's not going to interfere with the lightning coming into the house that's running off the cable. Yeah, it's unplugged, but it's still not going to get rid of all that potential energy. And also, let's just say, all bets are off when it's dealing with lightning. But no, I'm not unplugging everything each and every time. That is a hassle. We're hams. We're lazy. I work hard to be lazy. That's why I'm installing all this. So I just turn it all off and I'll be done. I'm not going to unhook everything. That's why I'm doing this, and I want to do it correctly, and I want to show you how I believe it's the correct way. Yeah, how I think is going to be the correct way of installing the ham shack. Thank you, Mike. I really do appreciate the card, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Next card. Ooh, look at that. That is a cool QSO card. I like that. That is awesome. I really do love that card. That's a beautiful card. It says on it, thank you for the QSO. Here to get a card. Adeline, W9ADN. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And the next question is about grounding again. This question's from CE3FJK. Again, on my grounding videos. I'm curious why he went all that way installing that many ground rods. If one outside the ham shack grounded to the ground system outside service panel should be enough. It should be enough if you're close enough to your service panel and your house ground rod. The reason why I did that many is because I'm coming out of the house on the other side of my service panel, and I need to run that ground bonding cable all the way around the house. The reason why you want that many number ground rods is because you want to keep that whole line at the same potential and earth as the rest of the system. So if you just had one here and one on the other side of the house separated by 50 feet or more, these two ground rods are not going to be at the same potential, and the connection to it is not serving the ground that you want to create. So according to Nest, you want a ground rod every ground sphere away from, or two spheres away from each ground rod, so each sphere doesn't interact with each other, and it keeps the same line at the same potential through the whole grounding system. And that's why I have that many ground rods. Thankfully, it's two lengths of your ground rods away and not one length, so that saved me twice as many ground rods and probably about $100 or so. Thank you for all the questions. I'm not going to be able to do this type of video without your questions, so please question and comment in all the videos. I read them all. If you want to send me a question directly, tankhamradio@gmail.com. That's tankhamradio@gmail.com, and you send me your question and I'll try to read it here. And that is it for today, and thank you to everyone watching, and I do appreciate it. And as always, go forth and conquer.